Have you ever experienced this? When you hear or read a Chinese word, you know exactly what it means. But when it's your turn to speak, your mind goes completely blank. Or worse, you find yourself always translating from English or your native language in your head, and the sentences come out just always sound a bit weird. 你好, this is Pepe. Welcome back to my channel, Real Talk Mandarin. Here's the truth. You cannot learn vocabulary in isolation. You have to put words into specific contexts to learn how to use them, when to use them, and what they actually collocate with. I actually talk about this deeply in my previous video, which you can check out right up here or maybe here. In that video, I talked about learning Chinese through chunks and patterns, basically fixed phrases and structures that native speakers actually use. But here's the thing, this method is surprisingly overlooked by learners and honestly, even by Chinese teachers. So I decided to launch this brand new series to help you master the most useful everyday Chinese chunks. Here's what we'll break down in each video. Structure, what does the chunk actually look like? Function, when do you use it? Emotion, which is very important. The tone, the pauses, the stress, and those little magic particles like ya, ba, bei, etc. that make Chinese feel alive. You can practice together with me while you are commuting, driving, doing chores, and of course during your dedicated study time. Just listen, repeat after me, and speak out loud. Keep doing this for a while and your brain won't be struggling to speak out one word at a time anymore. Instead, you'll be naturally outputting the entire phrases and patterns just like a native. Alright, let's dive in. Today we're going to learn a group of chunks all about giving evaluations and sharing your opinions. Because in Chinese, there's so much more than just 很好 good and 不好 not good. Chunk number 1, 简直太了吧. Use this when something is insanely good, totally beyond your expectation. 这部剧简直太好看了吧。这部剧简直太好看了吧。现在的 AI 简直太厉害了吧。现在的 AI 简直太厉害了吧。今天外面的天气简直太热了吧。今天外面的天气简直太热了吧。刚才那个考试简直太难了吧。刚才那个考试简直太难了吧。这只小狗简直太可爱了吧。这只小狗简直太可爱了吧。这里的风景简直太美了吧。这里的风景简直太美了吧。这家店的火锅简直太好吃了吧。这家店的火锅简直太好吃了吧。佩佩老师的视频简直太有用了吧。佩佩老师的视频简直太有用了吧。Chunk number 2, subject plus 绝了. Use this when something is so good that you are almost speechless. 这个主意绝了。这个主意绝了。你的厨艺绝了。你的厨艺绝了。这里的风景绝了。这里的风景绝了。他的演唱会绝了。他的演唱会绝了。我今天的运气绝了。我今天的运气绝了。这杯酒的味道绝了。这杯酒的味道绝了。这部电影的结局绝了。这部电影的结局绝了。佩佩老师的中文课绝了。佩佩老师的中文课绝了。Chunk number 3, subject 特别 adjective. This is the perfect upgrade from 很好. It's very positive, but more grounded than the first two. 那个新来的同事人特别好。那个新来的同事人特别好。这家餐厅的味道特别正宗。这家餐厅的味道特别正宗。王嘉尔的歌特别好听。王嘉尔的歌特别好听。上海的地铁特别方便。上海的地铁特别方便。我买的新手机特别好用。我买的新手机特别好用。这个节目特别搞笑。这个节目特别搞笑。老师讲的特别清楚。老师讲的特别清楚。这种狗特别聪明。这种狗特别聪明。Chunk number 4. What if something is just okay or acceptable? 我觉得还行，还可以，还不错。我觉得口味还可以。我觉得口味还可以。我觉得难度还行。我觉得难度还行。我觉得价格还可以。我觉得价格还可以。我觉得设计还行。我觉得设计还行。我觉得网速还行。我觉得网速还行。我觉得服务态度还不错。我觉得服务态度还不错。我觉得天气还可以。我觉得天气还可以。我觉得质量还不错。我觉得质量还不错。Now let's drop the energy. What if something isn't great, but you have no other choice? You have to accept it. This is chunk number 5. 凑合着 the verb and then 吧 or 被。还能去哪儿吃啊？凑合着吃呗。还能去哪儿吃啊？凑合着吃呗。没钱换新手机，凑合着用吧。没钱换新手机，凑合着用吧。酒店房间有点小，凑合着住吧。酒店房间有点小，凑合着住吧。票都买了，凑合着看吧。票都买了，凑合着看吧。现在工作不好找，凑合着干呗。现在工作不好找，凑合着干呗。没别的椅子了，凑合着坐吧。没别的椅子了，凑合着坐吧。没带别的衣服，凑合着穿呗。没带别的衣服，凑合着穿呗。You know when something is super hyped up on the internet, but when you try it, you feel, it's just like that, nothing special. We use blah blah blah, 也就那样吧。我去过一次，也就那样吧。我去过一次，也就那样吧。新的苹果手机也就那样吧。 新的苹果手机也就那样吧。那部得奖的电影也就那样吧。那部得奖的电影也就那样吧。昨天的活动也就那样吧。昨天的活动也就那样吧。那个网红景点也就那样吧。那个网红景点也就那样吧。他们的关系其实也就那样吧。他们的关系其实也就那样吧。5星级酒店的早餐也就那样吧。5星级酒店的早餐也就那样吧。赚的是挺多，但是太累了，也就那样吧。赚的是挺多，但是太累了，也就那样吧。Okay, what if you actually think something is bad, but you want to be polite? You need to use chunk number 7. 唉，怎么说呢？唉，怎么说呢？我感觉不太合适。唉，怎么说呢？我感觉不太合适。唉，怎么说呢？特效还行，剧情很烂。唉，怎么说呢？特效还行，剧情很烂。唉，怎么说呢？他要求挺高的。唉，怎么说呢？他要求挺高的。唉，怎么说呢？至少做熟了吧。唉，怎么说呢？至少做熟了吧。唉，怎么说呢？性价比不高。唉，怎么说呢？性价比不高。唉，怎么说呢？我尽力了。唉，怎么说呢？我尽力了。唉，怎么说呢？服务没有我想象的好。唉，怎么说呢？服务没有我想象的好。Chunk number 8. You don't really like it or feel it's good, but the person who made it is standing right in front of you. Time for the polite, awkward dodge. 就还好吧，还行吧。这件衣服还行吧。这件衣服还行吧。这个辣度就还好吧。这个辣度就还好吧。这个游戏还行吧。这个游戏还行吧。这个味道就还好吧。这个味道就还好吧。这首歌还行吧。这首歌还行吧。你的妆还行吧。你的妆还行吧。上周的约会就还好吧。上周的约会就还好吧。Sometimes you just have to be direct and say something is bad. Let's combine our last two chunks. Subject 不怎么样 or subject 不太行，不太好。那家网红店的服务真不怎么样。那家网红店的服务真不怎么样。这件衣服的质量不怎么样。这件衣服的质量不怎么样。这家咖啡店的味道不怎么样。这家咖啡店的味道不怎么样。他做事的态度不怎么样。
他做事的态度不怎么样。你提出的这个方案，我觉得不太行。你提出的这个方案，我觉得不太行。我这个旧手机的电池不太行了。我这个旧手机的电池不太行了。这里的手机信号不太好。这里的手机信号不太好。用那种方法学中文不太行。用那种方法学中文不太行。
There you have it, 10 native chunks to express every emotions from this to this. Now tell me in the comments, 你觉得这个视频怎么样？ Try answering me using one of the chunks we learned today. If you found this video useful, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next episode of Learn Chinese Through Chunks. 下个视频见。